Jay-Z is arguably one of the coolest people on the planet, but tonight many of his fans are accusing him of being part of something unquestionably uncool. It's all part of a deal the rapper signed with the high-end department store that is now being accused of racism, and Jay-Z finds himself thrust into the national debate over something called shopping while black. The man who famously rapped about having 99 problems now has one more. Jay-Z, husband to Beyonce, father to Blue Ivy, and global icon of cool, facing tough questions tonight about his deal with high-end retailer Barneys to design exclusive items that will go on sale next month, like this raincoat, which will cost you $675, this double gold ring, and this leather backpack. It's meant to be an homage to New York by the man who composed this city's anthem, Empire State of Mind. The deal became extremely controversial, however, this week after two young African-American shoppers came out to say they were racially profiled at Barneys.
Very embarrassing. Very.
Trayon Christian, a 19-year-old college student, says he bought a $350 Ferragamo belt with his debit card, and after he left the store, he says two undercover cops chased him down the street and handcuffed him.
So undercover cops from the left side that had regular clothes on stopped me from the left side and asked me like, oh, I just got a call from Barney saying your card is not real.
But it was real.
So they had me in the cell for like an hour or two, just sitting there waiting, patiently just waiting. So after that, like an hour or two go past. Oh, I'm sorry, your card was real. I'm sorry for all of this. And that was it, and they let me go.
Christian is now suing Barneys. So potentially is Kayla Phillips, a 21-year-old nursing student whose own brother is a New York City cop. She came forward the day after Christian with a similar story.
I was feeling helpless, demeaned, confused, hurt, embarrassed, humiliated.
She says she used her tax rebate money to buy this $2,300 bag at Barneys and was then stopped by the cops. She has a message for Jay-Z.
I know he'll make the right choice.
What is the right choice?
To don't have any dealings with Barneys.
Even though Jay-Z signed this deal with Barneys before these incidents came to light, and even though 25% of sales go to his charitable foundation, which gives scholarships to needy children, he is now facing pressure from friends, fans, and fellow celebrities to bow out. One fan tweeting, "Will Blue Ivy be racially profiled when she purchases her first designer bag?" Another saying, "If Jay-Z continues to do a campaign with this racist store, he's dirt in my book." Today, the New York City police clarified that in cases like these, they are called by the store and do not act independently.
Police officers responding to major retailers in the city is an everyday occurrence.
For its part, Barneys has offered its deepest apologies for the unacceptable experience described in recent media reports. It has insisted it has zero tolerance for any form of discrimination and has hired a civil rights expert to review its policies. But this is not a new problem in stores across America. It even has a name, shopping while black.
There may be a presumption that young black men or young black women are somehow unable to afford, that we're either poor or that we're unable to afford this, or that we shouldn't somehow want these things and even go into these places.
Just today, in fact, the actor Robert Brown, who stars in the HBO show Treme, sued Macy's, saying he was unlawfully searched by undercover detectives there. Macy's says it's investigating. Other black celebrities have made similar complaints. Oprah Winfrey spoke to E.T. in August about an episode in an upscale store in Switzerland.
I was in Zurich the other day at a store whose name I will not mention, and I say to the woman, "Excuse me, may I see that bag right above your head?" And she says to me, "No, it's too expensive." Now, why did she do that?
Even President Obama has talked about this.
There are very few African-American men in this country who haven't had the experience of being followed when they were shopping in a department store. That includes me.
The ABC show What Would You Do tested this premise several years ago, casting actors to play both the shopkeeper and the shopper.
I don't need you any further in the store because I can't keep my eye on you. People like you come in and they take things.
People like me?
I think you know what I'm talking about.
Would onlookers come to the aid of the shopper? Many did not. However, some did.
You know how embarrassing it is to do this to her? Why are you singling her out like that?
It's worth pointing out here that Jay-Z himself, who grew up in the Marcy housing projects in Brooklyn, has rapped about being racially profiled. Check out the music video for his hit 99 Problems.
Son, do you know I'm stopping you for? 'Cause I'm young and I'm black and my hat's real low.
So whether you have billions or whether you have hundreds, it seems like if you're black and you try to go to these stores, then you might experience these problems. And I think we could all relate to that. I've had those experiences.
So what is Jay-Z saying about this Barneys uproar? Absolutely nothing. He is on tour in Sweden tonight, where he was reportedly asked by journalists about the Barneys controversy and refused to comment. One of the people in his entourage was quoted as saying, Jay-Z is not allowed to speak on this matter. A member of his entourage also reportedly said Jay-Z will address this issue when his new Barneys collection launches next month, which would seem to indicate that he is not dropping out of this deal.